Hi YouTube. I'm a website developer and I love setting up these little tricks that you see on different sites, these cool little features that do different things that look nice, that help you organize information. Um, by the way, this is me. Uh, I'm not trying to imitate the Mona Lisa here. This is an old tree planting picture, but it's probably more interesting than one of me just sitting programming at my computer. And so every week I'm going to put up a new one on the channel. This week it's going to be the slider for text and photos. What I mean by slider is just something that lets you move content up and down like an animation, but it can hide um, text, or it can hide photos, or really any content on the web page that you want it to. Anyway, so I'm just first going to show some examples of what the slider can do. On the page here, on my sample page, you can see that I have paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. As I say, you can put any content in here and toggle it up and down. Another use of this feature would be to create a daily itinerary such as this for a cruise. So we can hide information about each port here, and then it's just a very space efficient way of showing that information. And so here's a form. You can do a lot of different things with this. There's also a commonly used um, purpose is to show frequently asked questions such as these. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. It's fairly simple. There's only three things that you need in order to create one of these sliders. So I'll open up a test page here, which I've created. And the first thing is this line, which now all this does is it calls the jQuery library containing all the functions um, that are in this package. And among these functions is the slide toggle method. So this needs to be loaded at the beginning of your page, or basically before your slider in the code. So you need that. That's number one. Second thing is a div tag that contains the content that you want to be in the slider. So I've just said my content goes here. You can change it to whatever you want. And finally, you need a way to activate the slider. That's what this line does. Now this is just a text link. You can also use a clickable image. You can use a form button. So there are many different ways to do that. But the simplest is just with a text link. And note that the div ID name must be the same here as it is here. Otherwise it won't work. So let's save this and open up that page. And there it is. Now, one little tip is that if you want to change the speed at which the animation happens, you can change this attribute here to fast. And there it is. So pretty simple. It does take a little bit more programming, a little bit more coding to style your slider in the way that you want. If you have you want to make sure that it's on in the right location on your web page. You might want to change font size. You might want to change colors to match your web page, or whatever it happens to be. So the styling of um, the content sometimes takes a little bit more experience. Well, that's it for this week. I'll be really interested to see how some of you are using the slider. So post your comments or links below. If you'd like me to set this up for you or your clients, or just do something like style the feature with buttons to match your site's colors, send me a message. It's pretty inexpensive. I'll have a new feature next week. Please subscribe, check me out on Twitter, share with your friends, or just send me your suggestions or comments. Check in with me soon. Thanks and happy coding.